People get lost in all the details. And it's been, 22 years. So I forgive me and I forgive them. I need you to explain what discovery he hasn't seen and why that will make any difference now.
Well, I don't know if you explained it in a package or not, or if your viewers are in the weeds, but remember back months ago, the judge had largely denied DNA testing, except for one item, and that was allowed. And then she issued an order. Well, she's now issued a brand spanking new order, and that order, she now realized in that order, that her own fact that she had denied the connection to the orange van, that she had denied the connection that I think his name was Shipley had, and other evidence. It looks to me like all of a sudden they now realize that there was a connection to the van. There was a connection to Shipley, who was at the intersection of the van investigation and the Lacey Peterson investigation, and that the Department of Justice had all kinds of reports that were not turned over at the time. So yes, I think you accurately, if maybe understated, there is a sea change in what is happening here from a judge who largely was not buying anything that he was selling before.
Okay, so the van part I'm fascinated by, because I hear all sorts of stories about the mattress was bloody in the back of that burned out van. It was burned out and left at the airport near the Peterson house on the day that she disappeared, that the mattress swatches have gone missing, like all this stuff. But I'm also, and I want you to answer two questions in one because I don't want to run out of time. But I'm also fascinated by these interviews that apparently were never turned over to the defense, because the way I see it, if you are denied discovery, you can get that trial result thrown out. If you're denied wholesale police interviews, I don't understand how the trial result didn't get thrown out years ago once those interviews were, pardon the pun, discovered.
Well, let me tell you what actually happened in the trial. It's in the record. At least 10 times during that trial, because it was months and months and months. In fact, I lived up there for a year. I would get a document dump during trial in which I would complain bitterly to the judge, how is it possible that they're just turning this stuff over in the middle of trial? I've already cross-examined witnesses, and now I'm supposed to do a parallel investigation while my client is in custody pending during the trial, and they're throwing 40,000 documents here, 240,000 documents there. I asked for a mistrial multiple times. The judge did not want to. Judge DeLucchi, who I loved, he's passed away, did not want to declare a mistrial, but what he did is take the unbelievably unorthodox step of calling a timeout, pausing the trial more than once so that we can simultaneously not only prepare for witnesses who are going to testify, but run down leads that were not turned over until we were in trial.
What you're saying makes sense to me. You're document dumping me while I'm literally live in the courtroom. I can't process and talk at the same time, but I don't understand this other part. Interviews that you'd never received from the police. Like, how is that not an immediate mistrial when you discover these interviews they existed and we never got them?
Yes, and by the way, the day he was found guilty, after a jury deliberated 9 days, after they removed jurors who were holding out for not guilty, mind you, understand what I'm saying. Jurors are deliberating. I have not gotten documents. I have recessed this case or the judge has it multiple times. They have removed jurors who were not voting guilty in order to get a verdict. The day he was found guilty, they handed me reports from the prison where a lieutenant had overheard an inmate talking about the burglary in the van across the street in Lacey Peterson. They waited till the day he was convicted to turn that over to me.
Okay, I have less than 10 seconds left, but are the mattress swatches all missing? And I literally can only get a one-line answer, but are the mattress swatches missing? Can they be tested?
Yes, they can. How's that?
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven,
unbiased coverage.